Anadarko, man. Riverside girls. You know,
Man, man,
man, that's a beautiful thing, man. What them girls is doing, man. Riverside, man, go win it all.
yeah,
Darko boys, handle that business tomorrow, man. Y'all know what to
yeah,
do. Cause man,
yeah.
I need y'all to handle that. Cause I got I got homeboys up here in McLean. Went to McLean High School. They popping. You know, that's north. That's Tulsa, man. They McLean popping. They said they finna do my hometown bad. And I told them they got a rude awakening coming, man. We're gonna have something for their ass.
I tell you, McLean's always been known as the hood school.
That's the hood school.
I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings by
No.
saying that. I think a lot of people, uh, they wear that with a sense of pride that they went to McLean. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
Shouts out to McLean though. You know, there's a lot of kids are getting picked out that school district and going to the Bigsby's and the Jinxes and the Tulsa Unions. But shouts out to them for making they're real hot right now, bro.
Man, they hot
They
football.
hot.
They hot, man. And shout out to my boy, Coach Bradford. You know, I worked with him. You know, he
Yeah,
came from Old State. And you
yeah.
know, he got that, him and the head coach, man, got their football team rolling. All the athletics out there, bro. They all of them is good.
Yeah. So getting into what we talked about last week a little bit and going forward, I'm so happy that Anadarko, um, they kind of put that Douglas loss behind them.
Yeah.
Jacoby Talent, he had got hurt during the game. And I think it was the same ankle that he had hurt the year before where he missed some time. I was told it was really black and blue, and it might have been a chance he wasn't going to play, but he put it all together, scored 22, played amazing. And I
Yeah.
and I said it last week. I want him to start getting some recognition around the state for what he's doing. I
You did that.
really like the kid. He works hard. Um, you know, what more can you say about him? He has been that when they lost all that scoring from last year, he has stepped up. Jabin has stepped up. I'm really proud of Jabin because he's came along out of all those kids. He's probably came the furthest out of all those kids in developing their game. He plays tough defense. They're a scrappy bunch, bro. They're a
Yeah, they
scrappy bunch that plays hard. Um, they listen to Shumpert. It's like he reset everything that he's been doing in the past and really put a focus on this group, and it's paid off. I mean, 4A. Let's just be honest. 4A ain't what it was last year. I mean, I don't think no one will argue about that. Last year, 4A was the toughest. It was the toughest class it was.
yeah.
The top 10 4A teams could have went in 5A. I'm gonna tell you how good 4A was last year. Holland Hall got moved up to 5A in the middle of the season, and they almost made it to the state championship.
Yeah, I was
And
looking.
Holland Hall was a middle of the pack. They were gonna contend for a title in 4A, but they go up to 5A during the season and almost make it to the states. And shout out to my dude, Coach Owens at Holland Hall. I always mess with him and say we family or whatever. But he's my dude. They were having a good year this year. I'm not sure. I think they play tomorrow.
Yeah, they do. I
But
was at the bracket.
that's how tough 4A was. And Adarko loses what they lost last year with Raiden and Braylon, and they come back this year and make it to state. First time they've been to state in 5 years. Hey, I take my hat out to them kids, man.
And the
They
kids,
because
the
they
kids
could have
been
easily
coached.
turned it in. They could have easily turned it in and not came out that next day, that shows you the mental toughness,
Yeah.
because you have to turn around the next day after getting, Douglas is just a different breed, bro. Like,
Man,
let's
they are.
be honest. Coach
Yeah.
Alexander at Douglas has, he set the tone there. He turned that program around really, really quick,
Yeah.
really quick. And
Because
he
what?
started with that group. That group right now that's juniors, when they was freshmen, he said, "This is my guys, and we're gonna win and lose with them." And they took their lumps. They
Yeah.
took their lumps that year. Like, I heard people saying, "Well, Douglas had this player. They move in. Douglas had." The core of their team took their lumps, bro. Cause we played them. I watched them play. Hats off to them. They deserve everything. They work to get to where they ain't got no whole bunch of move-ins, man. They
They
got like one or two move-ins, and that's it. The rest of that team's been there.
yeah, they won it last year, right?
Yeah, they won it last year,
Yeah.
and they lost two two guys I know that's playing college ball. Shouts out to Jace Breath and Terry McMorris. The Jace Breath and Terry McMorris. They're both playing college ball right now. I think they
Okay.
might have had one more that graduated that played college ball. But you lose that, and then you come back the next year, and it looks like you're a contender again. They I can't think of who they play. I'm gonna try to stick around and watch their game after Anadarko plays. But you know, going back to Anadarko, I'm really really proud of the guys. I talk to Trenton all the time. They really worked hard during the season, off season, to get to where they're at. So, I can't take nothing away from any of the teams they played, because they played a pretty tough schedule. Uh, and a lot of people didn't have them picked to go to state. So they overachieved in a lot of people's eyes. And I honestly think tomorrow they can win.
Yeah. I think they can too. They're gonna play team ball.
Yeah,
McLean is athletic, very athletic. But I mean, I think we can play team ball and run some good plays on them and win the game. I think that can happen.
yeah,
So we just gotta, you know, I can tell McLean just they crashed the board. So if we can get our rebounds and get the ball, keep the ball, score, we got a chance.
yeah. Um, I think I think the thing that McLean's gonna try to do is they're gonna try to speed up the game. They're gonna press quite a bit, I'm assuming. Um, but a lot of our guys are used to that pace, and
Yeah,
once they get out the thing that Shumpert does so well is, once he gets out the press, he gets right into his offense. Like, he gets the guys calmed down. A lot of people don't see the inner the inner games that Shumpert plays or works on during the game. And,
yeah,
and
yeah,
sometimes you don't understand the stuff he's doing, and then after the game, you're like, "Damn, I see why he did that."
yeah.
He's a mastermind. Um, you know,
His
and
his, his in game adjustments is great.
yeah, I think someone told me this is. let me check, because someone sent me
Doug,
uh
I
someone
think
sent me someone sent me how many times he's been to state.
gotta be
This
10.
is This is 11 at
Okay,
Anadarko. This
and
is
that,
11 at Anadarko,
and
which,
10 was a guess, but I knew it was
mm,
10.
yeah, I mean, 11 trips to state at Anadarko. He's got the two. Do he got two titles here?
I think he got two.
I
If not two, it's one.
think he's got two. Now, here, I think he's got two.
I think he got one Carnegie, right?
I'm not sure how many he's got at Carnegie. I want to say he's got three at Carnegie, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know,
All
but he's went to state, Hall of Fame coach. Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
where I think a lot of times, um people don't realize what kind of gym we have here having a coach like this and accepting the hard coaching that some school districts won't allow. Like I'm looking at some certain places, and they need this kind of coach. They need that kind of discipline, but a lot of school districts won't even go for it because nowadays you can't. They don't even want you. Parents don't even want you coaching their kids.
Man, get
You see
loud,
what
they
I'm saying? Yeah, and
fight
and,
and
and
all that.
Shumpert to me, Shumpert's toned it down a lot, and because I used to tell him, get his like get on Braylon's ass, like cuss him out, do whatever. I don't care. He's fucking up. Get him out the game, coach. I say that quick because I like that because he's not just teaching you something that goes with basketball. He's teaching you something that goes with life.
Yeah,
Like you can't go out there bullshitting
yeah,
and think everything's gonna come to your way, you know.
true.
And so I've always been a fan of Coach Shumpert, man. I like talking to him. He's a man of few words, but when he talked to you, you know what he said he mean. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping our boys come out and the moment's not too big for them and they play well. I mean, honestly, I think if they just come out and don't try to do nothing fancy and play their game and don't, you know, let the lights of the big house get to them, I honestly think they're gonna win.
Mm-hmm. I got us winning.
Which
Shit.
which 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 could set up a second round game against a possible Weatherford rematch. Which to me, the first half of that game, it was about even.
Yeah. I heard
I was
weather.
at
I
that
heard
game.
weather. I heard Weatherford's nice though.
Weatherford's tough. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody's saying Weatherford Douglas in the championship. Weatherford's tough. I take nothing away from Weatherford. Weatherford's been to the state finals 2 years in a row and almost won it both times. I mean, them boys was freshmen when they went to state to the
Yeah.
state finals.
Yeah.
CJ is amazing. The twin they got a squad. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna get that far. Let's hope Anadarko beat McLean, and then Friday we'll see what's going on Friday. But that's why we're having this show early because everybody's gonna be tuned in to Anadarko tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Um, I'm expecting a huge game from Trenton Walker. Jacoby's gonna bring it every night. Jabin's been playing well in the playoffs. Jabin have a hell of a game, and Jordan is the X factor. Jordan's got to come out and set the tone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jordan's gonna guard the best player most likely. He's got to come out. He's got to set the tone. He can't get in foul trouble. Just stay in his game. And I'm gonna tell you somebody who I've been watching develop this whole year, bro. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, this dude, man, Jalen Passy. I don't never know if I say his name right. Passy. I'm trying to say his name right, but the kid has developed into a formidable big man. He's really like a stretch four, but he's playing center. He's made some amazing plays. He made he hit the game winner at a tournament to get him to the like he's played very well this year, and I'm so proud of him. He was one of them guys that was around Braylon last year, and at times he was just trying to get used to high school basketball, but this year he's really stepped into his own, and he's a lot of the reason why they're where they're at right now. They got a lot of players. They go about 8, 9 deep. Shouts. Troy Pendarvis gets to play. Roosevelt gets to play. It's a couple of kids on that team that gets to play. Shumpert goes deep into his bench.
Yeah. Yeah. What is most of them boys? Just sophomores, juniors?
They only losing Alex.
Okay.
Alex is the only senior on that team, and Alex is. I like to see when Alex comes in and they trying to start the ball and run the clock out because ain't can't nobody run with Alex, man. He's cross country,
Yeah.
kid. You can't run with Alex. You know what I'm saying? So let's check and see. Let's check and see what our viewers. Fat Dudes Podcast. Jukari checking in as
Yes,
always. He's
sir.
my dude. Uh, Shane is saying three in
Okay.
Carnegie. Three
Okay.
in Carnegie says 88, 92, and 90. I remember the 96 one because that's my year I graduated. Three in the Dar, one in Darko. Okay.
Okay. See, I knew
Yeah.
I thought it was just
Yeah.
one with J House and them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stall ball tactic. I don't think he's gonna stall ball. And I seen an interview with Coach Tompkins, and he talked about how that 4-2 game helped this team this year in this game they just played because down the stretch they didn't stall the ball, but like it was just one of them situations where less than a minute you got to hold on to that ball. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And they did, and they won. So shouts out to Anadarko, but let's move on because that's a big game. But
Until
um,
until they until they get a clock, it is what it
it
is.
is what it is. And as we bring up Anadarko playing tomorrow at 6 p.m., Riverside plays Friday at 1:30. I haven't seen who they play, but Carly, Carly.
That's the beast right there.
Carly's one of the best girl basketball players that I've seen around here, and that says a lot
Yeah.
because we've had a lot, we've had some scores, but I think she's one of the most complete players that I've seen in this area since I've been down here because it starts at the defensive end with her. She can have a bad shooting night, nothing go in for her, but she's gonna get some easy buckets. She's gonna get some steals. She's gonna take some charges. I love watching her play. And I'm not a huge girls basketball fan. Put me on the grill and fire me up for saying that. It's just the truth. But I like watching Carly play.
Yeah.
When she's playing, I always, hey, where's the stream at? Hitting up Kim. Where's the stream at? If I can't make it, I'm gonna watch Carly play. I probably watch probably at least 12 of her games this year. You know, and today she was in rare form. Playing like if she play like that the rest of the way, Riverside is going to win a championship.
Yeah. Yeah. I could tell that, man, because I tuned in earlier. I had a little slow little moment, so I
Yeah,
Tommy had it on her live, so I watched a little bit of it, and
yeah, yeah.
I could just tell from the little couple minutes I watched they was unmatched. Like
They play
River.
merit is what Shane's saying.
Oh,
Thank you, Shane,
okay.
for tapping
Yeah.
in with us.
You
Yeah.
still can't run faster than me.
And Coach Ken is checking in, keeping the ball away is a skill that most high school teams can't do. Thanks for checking in, Coach. Good season at Bethany. I know y'all got a lot coming back. We love to have you on the show sometime, Coach. Thanks for checking in, man. You know I supported y'all all year. I think y'all got a wonderful program. You're a young guy. I'm always, salute the young guys that's doing it and teaching. And you're right about that, Coach. Appreciate you for checking in. Fat Dudes Podcast, man. It's me and Bubba. Uh, you know, things are getting better for Fat Dudes Podcast. I'm so happy in the direction we're going. Um, we just gonna keep rocking. But the thing about this week is it's always been a special week for Anadarko. And
Mm,
now that Riverside is what Riverside used to be, and the boys almost made it too. Like I couldn't imagine if the boys made it and our girls made it and Apache boys made it.
Man, that would have been
I
Caddo
mean,
County, bro.
Caddo County was Caddo County was heavily represented in the area. Um,
Man,
and I was sad for them boys because I talked about the loss and Bert. They my shooters, man. I was pulling for them. I went and watched Ashton's son play
Dominique.
Dominique. They played well the first half, and the second half they scored 6 points.
Yeah, that
Um,
ain't it.
I feel bad for him because they played a great first half, but they just couldn't get nothing to fall the second half, and it cost them. Um, but Zukari says Kendrick missing in action.
No comment. For the fourth week in a row, no comment.
Did you put him on injury reserve?
Mm, I didn't even do that, man. I'm gonna send him to send this nigga to the practice team. It's a wrap.
Kendrick ain't fucking with us no more.
Yeah, it's
Nah.
a wrap.
uh, no call, no show.
Fired, bro.
He texted us, man. He's supposed to be somewhere eating. Hopefully, he got a segment he can talk about where he ate at or something next time he comes on the show. But moving on, man. Good luck because we won't have another show till after. But good luck to both teams. We wanted to make sure we talked about both teams, um, and what they doing and how we're supporting them. We're rocking with Riverside girls. We're rocking with Anadarko boys. We hope they do their best. Um, Fat, everything. Nothing but love from Fat Dudes Podcast. But
Let go handle that business. Bring
yeah,
it back home to Anadarko.
moving on. Uh, let's get to some NFL. And this week, one of the biggest topics was Russell Wilson being cut by the Denver Broncos.
85 million in dead
And
money.
them saying, we're gonna pay you this 85 million just to go away.
Yeah, just to leave.
The biggest dead cap
In history.
ever in
Yep.
history. Now we're talking about a guy who's led a team to 2 Super Bowls,
Back to back.
numerous playoff. The Seahawks was always in playoff contention. I think he might have missed the playoffs like 2 years his whole career in Seattle, maybe just once. I'm not
I,
sure.
I,
I have to look at that.
I'm gonna say
I ain't
once.
I ain't seen nobody say anything about that. And that's disappointing because at the end of the day, he's a black quarterback. And the black quarterbacks are graded on a different scale than the Kirk. I'm hearing all week Kirk Cousins, and I'm like, what has
Kurt.
Kirk Cousins done? They like Kirk Cousins is the biggest free agent, and I'm like, he's coming off Achilles. He's never played like who?
He,
What has he done?
the
And
year
that ain't
before
even a
that,
black white thing. It's more of a production thing. And y'all are telling me that Kirk Cousins is the biggest free agent. Once he picks where he goes, that's going to determine where everybody else go. No, Russell Wilson. As much as I hated him, I can't say he's washed
I gotta
because
say the same thing.
he played in an offense that was not for him.
At all.
And he played well. 29 to 30 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. He did what was asked of him with a very limited squad. They talk about the weapons he had, but none of them are proven weapons.
Jerry
And
Judy.
and the thing about him is he made guys. He never had a lot of weapons in Seattle, but he made those guys better.
Yep.
The guys that he had, he made them better. So I was very disappointed. I'm very disappointed in the treatment he's getting because if they can do him like that, they can do any of our black quarterbacks that way.
Yep. They can. That's a true statement because I think Russell still got it, but You got to think the first year that he was there, that coach got fired in the middle of the year. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
and then you bring Peyton over, and Peyton wasn't a fan out the gate. I can just tell you that he
yeah,
wasn't. He wasn't a fan. You
yeah,
know, so
yeah,
I'm not saying he set him up, but he didn't want Russell in there. He just had to work with what he had.
yeah.
You
And
know,
now you let him go. Where do you think he lands?
I'm gonna say Atlanta because for the simple fact, Atlanta, like we said last week, was in the running for Justin Fields. Now you can save your draft picks and what you was gonna give up for Justin Fields, and you can go probably get a 1 year deal for Russell on the low.
Lolo, because the more
Lolo.
you the least you pay him, the more that the Broncos have to pay him.
Exactly.
So
So
he signs for $1 million, and the Broncos pay that 53.
man, I'm telling you. So I think
Nigga,
it's
could
a
you imagine getting $53 million in 1 year, bro?
one year, and then CC get to go home to Atlanta too. Shit.
Yeah,
See what I'm saying? So that
yeah.
that
It
that's why
might,
I say Atlanta.
yeah. 85 million is a lot of, and so let's go to what people were saying. Jukari said he hasn't been right since Future. Some guys can't shake that hurt.
Oh man, stop that.
85 million is what Anthony's saying. Shouts out to Anthony. He's been tuning in a lot, man. He say
85
he
mil.
say he cash out and go home.
Man, most
Yeah,
can well, but Russell can still play though, man. That's what's
yeah.
crazy.
And he probably don't. Jukari saying he don't want to go to Atlanta. He probably don't want to go
He
to
probably
Atlanta
he probably don't
because
though.
Future is huge in Atlanta.
Yep.
You are
But
not gonna get around telling the Atlanta Falcons they cannot play Future at the football game.
yeah. Future's that big. So
Yeah.
if Russ want that smoke, go to Atlanta. But if he's scary, hey, you know what their motto is? You scared, go to church.
Sure. I'm gonna tell you where I would like to see Russell Wilson go.
Mike
Minnesota.
Tomlin. I thought you was gonna say Mike Tomlin. You know,
I like for him to go to Minnesota, play with those young guys.
Justin Jefferson and him. Okay,
I
okay.
mean, they're not gonna try to re-sign Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is leaving. Why not bring him in on a 1 year, 2 year deal? Mike, Mike, nephew Mike is saying, "What about Pittsburgh?"
Mike,
I
I just
think
said that,
Pittsburgh
Mike.
is more.
I
I,
like that.
I like Pittsburgh. I like him in Pittsburgh too. But I think Russell, and I heard someone else talk about this week. Playing in that division is tough.
Yeah, that North is tough.
That is probably the hardest nosed division it is.
All of them went to the
Nobody
playoffs.
want to, you go to Cleveland, you go to Baltimore, you go to Cincinnati. Those are
Right.
some tough, hard hitting games, and you play six of those a year. I don't know if Russell wants to do that at this point in his career.
All four just went to the playoffs.
Yeah, yeah. So, but I would like for the Vikings to take a chance on him.
Minnesota's not bad because he got a running back. Because the kid they just had that running back. They got Justin Jefferson. They got
The kid they
Addison.
just drafted, Addison, they
They
got
got
another
yep.
receiver. They got a tight end.
They got
They got
Hawkinson.
the
He,
weapons,
they got the
and
weapons.
I don't think they're gonna try to get maybe a quarterback falls to them. Like if they could get a Daniels from LSU, that would be excellent for them.
Yeah, yeah,
I wouldn't if I'm them. I'm trying to trade up to get him, but I'm not gonna break the bank in trying to trade up to get him. I don't think nothing falls to them that late, but maybe a Bo Nix.
yeah. Bo could or I'm kind of hearing that Penix is kind of dropping in the mix, man. Like his stock drop, like
Yeah,
not drop, but I mean
I
he ain't
heard he
gonna
threw
be
well. I heard he threw well.
he ain't gonna be no first rounder. I don't think
Yeah,
he'll make
yeah.
first round.
You your kinfolk Brandon Richardson said Russell is done.
Be Rich, he ain't done. Be Rich, he He can go to. I know you don't want to hear him going to Minnesota because he got to play your Packers 2 times. He might beat your Packers,
Yeah,
but you know Russell got a couple more in him, Kinfolk.
yeah. I think he's got 2 to 3 years tops. Then someone could bring him in as a backup. He said, "Cat."
I know you don't want to see it, man. I know you don't.
Oh man. But I would say the right fit would be Minnesota. Um, there's some other teams, but I think he makes Minnesota a contender immediately.
I agree
Because
with the weapons. Yeah,
yeah. So moving on to free agency, um, you know, Chris Jones, it's some guys out there. Who are you? What is one free agent on your team that you would like to, make sure gets re-signed?
we resigned the Mario Robinson. But the main one will be Will Fuller, our um our safety. So I want to keep Fuller. Fuller was a good safety
Yeah,
for us. He's in the mix to be like, he's listed as like the fifth best right now.
yeah,
Which could have moved today because you had Poyer just got released from the Bills, and then you had Diggs and Adams yesterday from Seattle. So if you need a safety, the stock is real high right now on safety. So the safeties is stacked up right now. But probably our safety, probably the safety. We'll,
yeah.
we'll keep
I'm
him.
just gonna read off some names of the top. What they got was the top. Of course, they got Chris Jones, number one.
Yeah.
Um, Kirk Cousins, they got him too.
Damn, that's
Josh
crazy.
Josh Allen, Edge, T Higgins.
That he
Uh,
got he got franchised yesterday.
yeah, yeah. So
Because I was hoping we could try to get him, but I don't see
yeah,
that happening.
but I heard that the Bengals don't really want to keep him. They want somebody to give him some picks for him,
I don't
which is
think T. I
crazy.
don't think T worth that. Not no
Yeah,
picks.
yeah. So
They hurt too much.
yeah, I'm just trying to go down the list. A lot of D linemen. Antoine Winfield is a guy that I would
That
love us to try to
that,
get,
that
but
is
I
big.
think I would love for us to try to get him, but I don't know if we have the cap room to to
Yeah.
make that happen. Jalen Johnson from the Bears
Yes.
is a real
Yeah. I need. He's a corner, man. I would like for us
yeah.
to go after him because we got some.
L'Jarius Need from the Chiefs is another guy.
Yep.
Um, you
Franchise
know,
tag.
yeah. But those are some of the top. Mike Evans just re-signed. I think he getting what 2 years, 52 million.
Yep. 32 guaranteed.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, that's
and
huge.
he deserved that.
Yeah,
I was thinking he was gonna try to maybe go to KC or Cincinnati, man. But hey,
yeah,
he loyal to the soil.
yeah. Loyal to the soil. Marquise Brown, Hollywood Brown is
You
another
think you
guy.
so since Baker didn't get franchise tag, do you think Tampa pays him?
I don't think they give him the deal that he deserves. I think they go for a 2 to 4 year deal. Um, with the team option for an extra year. Um, you know, he's gonna be expensive, man. He
Yeah,
played well.
he did.
He
He did.
played well, so he's gonna be expensive. He's gonna want 25 to 30 million a year. He deserves it. I say if you the Bucks, you give him a 5 year deal with the 5th year option, 150 million.
You
150 million. Give him 100 guaranteed. He's still young.
he's still young.
Baker's not no old player. Give him 150 million, and you can build a team around him.
I,
He's
I
not no he's not no big time um big time franchise quarterback, but he's not no scrub neither. He's a top,
He,
I would say, top 15 quarterback in this league.
he's not a scrub. I get.
He's not no scrub. You gotta pay him. If you don't pay him, somebody's gonna pay him. And he
Somebody's
looked
going.
and he looked like he had commanded that. I mean, he's a couple of plays away from being in the NFC Championship in his first year with y'all.
Man, that's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah. I mean, I said it during the year. I can't talk shit about Baker because Baker's played well. He's
Yeah.
played really, really well. Let's go back to some um Brandon says Russell's better than Stafford.
Man, stop that, Kim Folk.
uh, Aaron Jones is a guy he wants to get. I'm pretty sure the Packers get that done.
Yeah.
It's gonna cost them a little bit, but I think they get that done. Billy Cozad is saying he's tapped in. Thanks for tapping in, Billy.
Aaron Jones is trash, man.
Yeah, he's saying Higgins is like that, Ken Folk.
T Higgins is, but he stay hurt.
Yeah, he got he got negotiation room with the way he played this year. He do, Jukari, talking about
T
Baker.
Baker, yeah, he
Yeah,
do. Yeah.
yeah,
Baker got room to he can pop his shit.
yeah. So um
Who do you think gets Chris Jones? Does he stay at KC or do somebody break the bank on him?
KC better pay him.
They
But I
better.
don't know if they want to. They
I don't.
won. They won 2 Super Bowls. I don't know what their cap situation is like, but they do have to upgrade that receiving core. They're losing a top guy that they can probably replace in the draft on defense. But you are not going to get a Chris Jones.
I don't think they
I
gonna pay.
mean, honestly, the 49ers would have chopped him up without Chris Jones. He was in the backfield every play.
He was wreaking havoc. Yeah, he disturbed a lot of y'all
Yeah,
shit
he was
that
he
y'all was
was in the
trying to do.
he was the he was the guy that kept us from scoring 40 or 50 on there.
Yeah.
He was making plays in the running game and I mean, I knew he was the truth, but he comes out in the Super Bowl and he plays like he's the truth. That goes a long way in contract negotiations. And who's to know? It might be a team sitting back saying that Chris Jones is the guy that we need to bring in here that's going to take
Man,
us to the Super Bowl. And they
break the
might
bank.
offer him a record 40 million, 30 million a year defensive
Yeah.
player.
Because right now, I looked it up today. Aaron Donald's getting the most at 31.7.
See?
And that's D line. That's D
Yeah,
line.
yeah,
Bosa's getting the most with y'all at D end. Just the highest paid defensive player is Bosa at 34, and then it's Aaron Donald D line at 31.
yeah, yeah. So
So
and I
Chris
mean
Jones
you
got to
gotta
be at
be
least
special to
35.
get that kind of money. You
Chris
gotta be
Jones is
special.
special.
Yeah.
I think
Chris
Chris
Jones
Jones
is
breaks
real
the bank.
special.
I think
He's
he breaks the
real
bank.
he's real special. Um and he's gonna want a payday. Um Somebody's asking as we're getting away from free agency, uh uh hold on. Aaron Jones is sorry, Jakari said. Aaron Jones is trash. Come on, kid, for a minute. Aaron Jones is always chopped us
Nah,
up, so I can't say nothing about him.
I'm just talking crazy, man. But yeah, he did me bad in fantasy the first of the year with that damn hamstring. So yeah, he trash. He want to come back in the playoffs and play good football.
Now, see, Crystal, did nobody ask you to come over here talking about the
Wow.
Cowboys? We do not talk about the Cowboys on this show.
Yeah,
I thought y'all
block.
knew that.
Hey,
We don't
blocker.
talk. Thanks for tapping in, though. She started laughing. She started laughing. Shouts out to Coach D'Angelo for checking in. Chris Jones is who blew up that potential red zone touchdown the 49ers had. He's right. I
He
mean,
did.
he made several plays. Uh, Jukari saying he loved that comment, and she talking about, well, you just did. Um, we had a question up top from Anthony, and I think somebody is going to say, let's spend a first round draft pick on Xavier Worthy and just put him on the island. And you gotta respect. He's coming in the league like another cheetah,
Yeah,
like another. You know what I'm saying? That's who he can be. And honestly, he's a lot more polished than Tyreek coming out of college.
yeah, yeah.
Because Tyreek wasn't no receiver like that coming out of
If
college.
you
He just
think
had speed.
if you think about all the guys that ran that fast as wide receivers, John Ross, he wasn't that. He wasn't that good.
A lot of
Uh,
these guys is track guys that's not
yeah,
really football players.
yeah,
Xavier Worthy is a polished receiver with a whole lot of
yeah.
speed. I would
Ta-
love for my 49ers to try to get up and try. Even though we got all that, but you add something like that,
that's
that
nasty.
that people gotta respect that
And,
speed,
and he's a
and,
punt returner.
and you gotta respect that speed. He brings a different dimension to your running game because now play action, that safety is trying to stay over the top of him.
Yeah,
That safety can't help in the running game. I don't know who takes him, but if he goes to the right team, he might end up being rookie of the year.
he could. I ain't gonna lie. If he goes to
Rev checking in. Rev, hey, shouts out to Rev.
JP,
Homecoming is coming up. No, the anniversary is coming up soon at Greater First Baptist. Next week we'll have the full details of us. But shouts out to Justin for checking. He checks in with us all the time.
pray for me.
He's saying don't let that 40-yard dash hype y'all up. It ain't hyping me up. What I'm saying is this:
You got to
when
respect
you
that,
got a
B.
guy out there, you can't leave him in man to man because corners in the league they panic and they get pass interferences, and a lot of the times the guys ain't even gonna catch the ball. But that kind of speed, you put that out there, and you going handoff, 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 and he might not even be in the play, but he's affecting the play because that safety is saying, now if I keep coming down here, that one of these times they're gonna play action, and I know I ain't got the speed to run with. You know what I'm saying? So uh, I
Hey,
knew he
kid,
was gonna run well.
hey, be rich. He ain't do nothing against OU though, boy. It looked like he ran a 4.5 against my Sooners. He wasn't messing with us.
He said the best of the best don't have the best for it, which is true. But yes, you have to respect that speed, and that's all I'm saying is that some team is going to, like, if he goes to a team that don't really need him, but can develop him even more because he's not a big guy. He's 170, 175.
Mm-hmm.
But in that, you get the ball in his hands, he's electric.
Yeah, he's dangerous. I ain't gonna lie.
He's electric. If you get the ball in his hands, and I wouldn't doubt if Purdy's not, you know, co-signing for him to get him.
I,
Big
I
12
could
guy.
I could see him maybe going to like Jacksonville
He's
or
saying, "Oh,
Tampa.
you locked him up."
Man, we locked him up. Be rich. He was locked up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, um, moving on. We've done NFL. We've done. We talked about
State,
Anadarko,
Riverside.
Riverside. Let's go to a lot of. This is a topic that you wanted to talk about.
Yeah,
Who is your NBA MVP thus far?
man, Shay. Bro, he averages scoring 30, six, 7 assists, 6, 7 rebounds a game. Ain't nobody,
Where is Shea when they play the Lakers though?
bro. That I'm glad you said that because, bro, I don't know. He is something about LeBron. He just, I don't know, bro. Like he put up 23 against y'all, like 2, 3 assists, 4 read. It was but then he'll go play in Minnesota and go crazy. He'll go play Tatum, go crazy. But it's just something about LeBron, then, bro. I pray if we a 1 seed, we Lakers not an 8. That's my only
Brandon is
concern.
saying SGA.
SGA, baby, he is the MVP though.
Bakari saying Shay.
Yeah,
I
Joker close though. Joker close,
I
but
think they should wait till after the season to go MVP because you are not gonna see the best from Jimmy Butler until the playoffs. You're not gonna see,
Tatum's close too
Tatum.
though.
Tatum is close. I put all the guys on this that I thought would get votes.
Yeah, and they all probably would, except for baby Jimmy. I ain't gonna lie, man. Jimmy just gonna start too late. He been hurt.
Yeah. But I know Jimmy will be the MVP of the playoffs. He'll
That,
be a tough outcome playoff time.
that is true. They tough
I would
team.
think that Joker, if his team finishes in the top three, they'll probably give him another MVP.
No, not if the Thunder's a one.
I just see him giving it to him, bro.
I mean, I can see it, but is it
And I'm
deserved?
not even saying that's my pick, but I'm just saying that if Denver comes off of winning the championship and they finish in the top three in the West, they're gonna be the team to beat in the playoffs,
They are. They the defending champs.
and they can go play on the road too. Like a lot of these, I think the reason why the Thunder and Minnesota is doing so well is because they're so young. And
Yeah,
these older teams are pacing themselves because they realize it's an 82 game schedule, and then the playoffs is when everybody turns up. And I think teams are starting to see that it don't matter what seed you are. The Lakers made it to, conference finals last year and they barely made the playoffs. And the Thunder don't want to see the Lakers in the playoffs.
we don't. I'm gonna
They
be real.
better hope the Lakers get to that 7, 6 seed or something because they
The,
don't want to see. I honestly think the Lakers are just too big for them. Because ain't that three?
yeah,
Three times the Lakers
it's
beat them this
one.
year?
It's 1-4. That's I mean, and 1-3. That's the record
Yeah.
right now.
He's
So.
saying why I put Jimmy on that picking
hey,
Jimmy on.
yeah. Hey man, I wanted to ask that, but I just kept talking, man.
We gotta clown a little bit, man. Shit. Next week's topics need to be wave check.
Hey man, you don't want me to take this Rams do rag off, man. It get real seasick, man. Look like I'm in LA on the beach, baby.
Oh man. So as we wind this down, uh hold on. Your mom just said something. Proud of you guys. I seen Kendrick at work. I told him he was missed. Shout out to Kendra in Toth. Is that how
Yeah,
you said?
yeah. Kendra Marquise's sister.
She make the do rags.
Yep, she made the do rags, man.
Oh,
Shout out to
dope,
Kendra. Shout out to
dope,
Kendra.
dope. Shout her
Yeah,
out. Just shout her business out. We
yeah. I
love
do
black.
not.
We love business. We love home. We love
I
this.
do. I do not know the name of her business. So, mom, put that out there, please, because I do
Yeah,
not know the name of it. Mama just
yeah.
got
But
these
shouts
for me.
out to Kendra.
But shout out to Kendra.
Yeah, no doubt, man. With the do rags. Wave check. Why you right now? Why wait? Jakari.
hey, man! Don't rush this, man. Don't wave check next week though. I got y'all for sure.
It's KT Designs. Shouts
KT,
out to KT Designs for
yeah,
Bubba's do rag tonight. Y'all add a page, and she got a page on Facebook. Blow up, get spend some money with her.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't care if you wear do rags or not. Buy some do rags from her. You
man.
heard me?
Buy some do rags, and she
Yeah.
did a
So
great job. I don't know how good y'all can see that, but she did a
yeah.
great job.
Yeah, that's dope. I was gonna say something about your do rag, man. You always got the do rag game jumping.
Hey,
So
be rich. I got a LA one for you, man. I got a nasty one too, man. You get you an LA rag, man.
so as we go back to an OG format and end this show, uh did you go to any good food places this past week?
Man, let me think, man.
Gotta talk about food. We fat nigga, fat dude.
Man, you right. Man, you know what? I cooked the steak on the grill, man. Got the charcoal good and hot, and I
Yeah,
threw us a steak on there, man, and ate real good. But no, I ain't. I've been trying to cook more, man. So I haven't been going out to eat. I will
yeah,
say. So
yeah.
been trying stuff at the house, recipes, and you know, just trying stuff. But I will say today for lunch, hey, I tried the Popeyes fish sandwich spicy, and man, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Man, hey man, that fish sandwich at Popeyes is crazy, y'all. Y'all get a chance, and you like fish sandwiches, try it. I loved it. It was great.
I'm gonna have to try it then. You know what I'm
Try that.
saying?
Try that, man. That thing is
Yeah, no
good, man.
doubt, no
Fresh
doubt.
hot.
I got some barbecue this week,
Man, I
this past
seen that
weekend.
big old pan of stuff.
Yeah, yeah, from Total Smoke. Shouts out to Lawrence Johnson. He's like a big brother to me. He comes down from Texas sometimes and blesses us with his presence and his good food. Um, I got the option one. He had two options of what you could get because he's just there for a short time. And that option one, I honestly think it could feed about 10 people.
Yeah, man. I seen a slab of ribs, some chicken,
Yeah,
brisket,
yeah,
hot
brisket,
links.
yeah, sausage.
Yeah,
I mean, it was a whole lot of food.
look fire.
I sent my mom and them food. The kids ate good. It was well worth the money spent. So shouts out to Total Smoke. Make sure next time he comes down, y'all get y'all's orders in early. Because he doesn't do he does this as a side thing. He's been where he told me he's been working for the railroad for 25 years. Which when you hear a black man's been at a job that long, man, I'm
Mm-mm.
not just a black man. I mean, we're not anybody.
That's a blessing.
25 years at a job, bro.
That's
And
a
then he
blessing.
told me Derek, one of his cousins, that's a bit like a big brother. Me been there 19 years. I mean, that's a blessing, bro. I mean,
Yeah,
God is good at all times.
all the
Um,
time.
so I ate there. Um, I ain't been to Brandy's in a while, and I need to go in Brandy's. I ate it. Uh, me and Titi, we went and ate at Olive Garden this past week, and I tried a meal that I hadn't. It's the chicken and shrimp. I can't even pronounce the other shit, but that shit was fire. You know,
how
but
you between the sheets?
yeah, it was fire. You know what I'm
How you
saying?
in the bed?
Yeah. So let's go look at some of our people that's watching what they're saying before we go in. Brandon Richardson says that do rag hard. I need one, and
I got
he said you got a perm under that do rag. Robert Gammon, shouts out to Robert Gammon. He's crying for his Broncos salary cap issues, and yep, he must do since he trying not to wage check right now. Said he
yeah.
got
Y'all want
finger waves, man.
hey
Joker is the MVP. Robert.
yes
Uh,
hey,
Anthony's asking any kidneys. I don't think he did the kidneys. Uh, your kin folks saying amen.
amen, Devin.
Devin, shouts out to Devin. Um,
Yeah,
Jukari Goomba saying all the time, yeah, God is good.
all the time.
Uh, Terrain, I ate at Red Rock Canyon in your city yesterday. Ribeye was on point. That's
I,
from Rev. I seen that
I
picture he
seen that
posted too.
JP. That
I
looked
thought he was
good.
at Roof Chris at first.
Yeah, that's why I started to hit you and say, "Damn, man, where you at?"
Yeah,
JP, bless me too.
yeah,
But no, man. I'm
yeah.
glad you enjoyed that, man. It looked good.
Butch saying he late. Yeah, thank you. Oh man, we know you gonna tap in, Butch. You that dude, man. And that's dope that Riverside still uses your designs, man. That's dope for real. Cause you make some of the. I don't know if you still doing it, but I know you used to make some of the dopest edits that I would see, bro. You know what I'm saying? Thunder, OU, all that shit, man. Shouts out to Butch. Uh, Devin asks, "Are y'all darko enough?" Shouts out to the Dodge Cast for starting. You know, what I would call something that went viral locally. Is picking up steam. Jared, I forget the other guy's name, man. Excuse me, it's been a long day, but y'all try to get us on. We gonna do the Dodge Cast soon. Um, I listen to y'all stuff all the time, man, because it's different. It gets me going. Y'all really brought back a whole lot of memories with all y'all darko enough. Because it was stuff like I was gonna say, if you ain't never been to the Coco Melon, you ain't darko enough.
Yeah,
Or the King of Clubs. Shouts out to Chucky when he had the King of Clubs.
man.
Go in there, get you some food, get you a drink.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too, but
I was
I'm too
telling.
I'm too young for the Coco Melon. But yeah, hey Devin, are you darko enough? I don't know. I don't know. Are you?
Uh, but shout out, said Brianna. I always say your name wrong, so don't beat me up for that. She said, "Gotta tap in with the most swag." I know. Appreciate
Yeah,
you. Appreciate you. I'll be trying. No doubt about that. Um, Ryan Davis saying, "Oh yeah," and she talking about, "Nah, she ain't darko enough." She said she was born in the shade.
I was born in the shade too, but I came straight to Anadarko. Shit.
And Robert, hell of a show. He loves listening to an OKC perspective, man. Thank you, bro. Keep tapping in,
Appreciate
bro.
it.
We trying to share our statuses. We trying to reach as many people as we can. We doing this for the love of sports. We try to advertise for people and let people know what's going on in the community and the surrounding communities. And as we close out, thank y'all for tuning in episode 13, Bubba. We just keep rocking and rolling, bro.
Man, we keep rocking and rolling and rolling and rocking, baby.
Rocking, you know what I'm saying? Shouts
Yeah,
out to
I know.
everybody that tapped in tonight. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you get your friends a like button. Um, she asked one more question. When is state? Anadarko plays tomorrow at 6 at the big house. Um, And from there, we don't know more. But Anadarko plays tomorrow. Riverside plays Friday at 1:30. Let me pull that back up one more time, so they can see.
Hey, Devin, I'm gonna get BJ some of these do rags. I ain't getting no Packer stuff though. I'll get him some OU little do rags. Okay.
So we pulling it up. Riverside plays at 1:30 on Friday. Anadarko plays at 6 p.m. tomorrow. Make sure everybody is there in support that can go. Let's show up and show out Anadarko and make sure our kids know we're there to support them through anything and everything. And we, uh, you know, applaud their accomplishments at all times. Uh, your mama said, "Let's go Warriors in Riverside."
Bring it.
Brandon said, "Oh, you is straight."
Bet.
Yeah, and he said, Betty got curls for the girls. Thanks y'all for checking in, man. Appreciate you, Bubba, man. You keep building, keep building, keep building. Man, I'm telling you, man, this show is special, bro. It's special. You know what I'm saying? Good job, bro.
Yes,
Take
sir.
care, man. I'll talk to you soon, man. Love you, man.
Man, love you too. I'm out.
I'm out.